Welcome on back to The Simulation, the finest pub in all of town. Kick back, relax, have a cold one, and enjoy the show. Look, I can jump. I can't dance in the game, I can't crouch, so this is as good as it gets. It's like really bad Temu version of Coyote Ugly. Look at me go. Anyway, welcome on in. I am excited to come back into the pub. I love this game. I love building things up. I love seeing it all come together, and it looks good. There are some really nice elements to this game. Also, of course, we have some fantastic folks on the wall now. We have Cephian FM, as well as First Impact Games, who are the developers of this game. I did say in the last episode, whoever was the first person to put in The Simulation 2025, they would get their name with some art on the wall. And it just so happens the devs swung on by and saw one of the videos and commented. So there you have it. The official First Impact image is now on the wall. If you would like your name on the wall, feel free to just comment with The Simulation 2025. Also, if you have some pretty cool ideas for things we could put on the wall, as long as it's, of course, appropriate, it abides by YouTube TOS, then I am happy to discuss and see what we can do to get it up on the wall. With that, let's start up the day. We've got some money to make. We are fully stocked up on beer right now, at least to an extent. We have enough. We have our wines. We have our spirits as well. I think furniture-wise, I'm feeling okay with what we have. I don't really think we need much else at this current stage. We have the mega fridges, which are nice. And then eventually we'll get the super large cabinet. We'll definitely need that once we upgrade to the next tier of spirits and to wines, because we just will not have the room otherwise. We also have the tip jars that we could grab as well. Okay, let's see what they say about prices and stuff. Okay, exact drink pricing is still good. Bar level 26, so maybe at level 30 we can up our prices again. We'll have to see. But at least we're not getting complaints. That's the big thing. And so far, we have 2 cleaners. We have, 3 barkeeps, 2 liquor specialists. We got the 2 cleaners and then the restocker. The restocker really doesn't do a whole heck of a lot right now, but they do help whenever I do order things. Like, we don't really have enough money per se to have a bunch of inventory or back-end stock, but it can be pretty handy though whenever we do have to order a lot. It just makes it so that way I don't have to spend so much time, which I will totally take. Yeah, you see where my priorities are? It's for the company, for the people, for the customers that come in here daily supporting this fine establishment. Because, yeah, I'm going to get lead poisoning in here. Actually, management. The licenses. We have our 3rd tier, our Platinum Spirit license still to get. That's $5,000. Recommended capital, $8,000. Yeah, we're not there yet. We're getting closer, though. We could definitely, let's see here, we might be able to do the professional wine license. Yeah, I'm thinking we will probably go for this license next, depending on where our capital is. I think the last time I played, we were up to about $7,000 in one day. We want to have at least around $500-600 on hand just to pay off people and the bank and everything. Yeah, let's put 200 in there. Do you have to really pay off the bank? I mean, not really. If you have it at the very base level, I think it's like 250 or something, that all you're paying is the interest. So you want to make sure to slide it up. But do you have to pay them back? I mean, no, you get an achievement, but I don't think there's any other consequence that I'm aware of. We could buy the office extension if we think that will need the room, but I don't really see it happening. The furniture store. We have the Posh Bar that we can get as well. But I like the oak right now, actually. Originally I was going to skip it and just go to Posh, but I like the look of the oak. Got a very classic, clean feel to it. Modern point light. Modern spotlight. I want to get those. I want to see what those look like. We have the pool table, we have the jukebox, we have the customizable TVs, the dartboard. We could get more plants if we really wanted to. Small aloe plant, suffering plant. I love that. That's so funny. The poor thing. Iron planter palm. Blue flowers. Burn. You know what? Let's go for that. Look at this. We are hopping. Love it. How's it going, folks? Enjoying your drinks? Fantastic. Oh, your hair's gone. Oh, and it's back. And it's gone. And it's back. And it's gone. How are our wines? Plenty of Mellowtail. We have Castle. 18 Carcerations. Yeah, we're still looking good. We have some in the back as well. Nice. You know, we might want to get another gin. So let's do... There we go. Gin. Purchase. We get into our tablet? Not yet. We might have to restart the game. We'll see what happens. I'll see about starting a new day and see if that changes anything. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Are we good? Okay, there we go. Now we're filling. Okay. Hi, how's it going? Perfect. Okay, there we are. Okay, tips are cleared. We're good. Nothing out here, right? No. Okay, so let's start a new day. Oh, still can't do it. All right, let me put you on hold real quick, restart the game, and hopefully that will clear out that issue. All right, and we're back, ready to start the show. Got everyone coming on in. Go, team, go. There we go. So what I'm guessing it is, and this is an issue I actually came across probably around the first time I started with the game. And what it is that when you go into options, cheats, hide in-game UI. So I like to take screenshots, both for thumbnails, but also just for myself. I think it's neat to capture really interesting moments. It's something that kind of runs in the family. My dad's a photographer, and I've dabbled in photography and stuff, and also cinematography and all that. So I just like finding interesting angles, and especially if there's really good lighting and color and everything like that, then I love jumping on it and playing around. So I do tend to activate that at times, and I did activate that before I started recording today. So that must be it. Because at first, when we first started the series, and I did that cheat to turn off the UI to take some photos, I couldn't interact with the register afterward. I couldn't take out change, but now it seems like you can't actually interact with the tablet. So hopefully that gets looked at, and I know the team is very, very busy. They're doing a lot. Let's see. Actually, can I rotate this or no? Guess not. Okay, so Spotlight is legit just above, or is it? It is below too. Okay. Not doing what I was hoping for, but that's okay. I was hoping the light would spill over the shelving, but it actually goes behind it. Then what do I want to do? I don't know. I don't know what to do with this then. Because we have pretty solid lighting. I don't really have any issues. I guess I could sell it again, but... Actually, can we put this outside? What? We can? Really? Oh, but they don't turn on. Oh, that's interesting, because, yeah, you can't put anything out here that goes on the ground. But evidently this can go out on the wall. It just doesn't do anything. Oh, interesting. Okay. Hmm. Sure, why not? So, you know what? Yeah, let me bring that up a little bit. There we go. There we go. We have one more here. Where would I want to put this? I guess over here. Boom. That going. Get the TVs on. All right, let's get our drink on. Yeah, those are pretty solid lights. They don't look bad. Like, visually, they don't look bad, but also, like, light-wise, not too bad. Like, the top and the bottom. Yeah! Nice walls. Right? And you can actually see them. Look at the light. Look. Look at it in all of its glory. There we go. Almost 27. Ooh, pint of Cerrone draft. Heck yes, let's go. That's some good money right there. Okay, we're looking good. Anything over... Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, Lenny'sburg we might want to grab. And actually, if we get more wine, we'll either need the wine to be in one section, or we're going to need the wider cabinet. Thank you. I think it would be interesting to manage a pub or manage a bar, because it's a place where people can relax and can have fun and connect. But the issues, of course, would be the people who trash the place, who don't really have respect for the facility as a whole, right? And they're leaving trash, or they're spilling stuff all over the place, or whatever, you know? There are definitely going to be those people. And then you also get people who just aren't great when they're drunk. And then you need to ask them to leave. That would be an interesting touch to this game, too. Be able to hire, like, a doorman. Otherwise, you have to, like, go in and handle certain situations. Like, all right, you need to calm down. You're going a little too crazy. You're at about a 7. We need you at about a 3. Monsters, cools. Yeah, let's get some more Lenny'sburg. We'll go for the 16. That way we'll be good for a while. What the heck? I know why that happened, actually. So the restocker, when there's extra left, he'll come in here, and if nothing's marked with that specific item, he's going to put it on the floor. Which, honestly, I am totally fine with. It's better than him just standing here holding it. Ooh, nice. $9. So, wine we're still doing well on. Liqueur. Schnapps is okay. Vodka. Yep, gin's good. Rum's good. Ooh, alright. How you doing? Keep up the good work. Good job. Go team. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to jumping into the new location. Like, this is as big as this bar gets. So at this point, it's really just getting enough money, leveling up enough to where we can get the additional licenses, so that way we're selling more items and we're selling even more expensive items. And I will say that if you're just starting out with this game, it's going to be a little hectic, but it's going to be at the same time simple because you don't have as much to deal with initially. And there is a little bit of a hurdle, but then once you get past it after a few days, and a few in-game days, I should say, you start picking up pace, and then things start to snowball a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. But I would say don't worry about the cosmetic look of things right off the bat, but you will want to do it, though, and don't wait until endgame to do it. Don't wait until, you know, you're making $10,000 or whatever a day. Like, start doing it over time, because it does help you level up quicker, which then means that you have more opportunities at having access to more things, and you're ideally getting more people coming in, more people ordering more drinks, and so it really does pay off quite well to invest in the look of a place at a certain point. Within, I mean, what? Probably the third episode, maybe, or fourth episode is when I started doing like more of the cosmetic stuff. So it's probably like 4 hours in, 3 hours, 4 hours into the gameplay. Nice. Might as well get a Costers just to have it. So we'll get a Costers on draft. Maybe get more Beineken. So draft, let's do Costers maybe. There we go. Beer, let's do Beineken. We'll let our restocker handle that. Actually should be able to put these out. Oh, come on. There we go. You know what? And this is why you are the MVP, my friend. You are the last person here. A lot of times you're the first person in. That's why you have this right here. You have the gold star certificate. Thank you for being you. I salute you. If I could do that. If I had arms, but I don't. But just know, I verbally salute you. Oh yeah, look at that. We even bought stuff too, so we made over 8 grand. And we're halfway through level 27. That's awesome. Feels good. So with that, let's do licenses. Let's do professional wine license. Mr. Liqueur, wine. So we're going to get Shouting Seagull. What a name. Love it. Looks cheap, is actually rather good. The minimum spend required to show off. Oh, I love these little things here. The ultimate celebratory drink. Moat in Sharon, 2024. All right, let's do it. And we still have enough to pay our folks, so that's great. So where do we want to put this stuff? Let me think here. Oh, can I not with this? Oh, maybe not. No, there are different containers, so maybe we need a wine one. Lenny's Berg is full. Oh, let's get another shelf real quick. Shelves. Stock shelves. There we go. Now we're looking good. Right, then we have to buy the wine container, which is under miscellaneous, empty wine crate. And then we have these bottles here, and then this is the empty one. Oh yeah, vastly different looking. Okay. There. One. Yeah, okay. Should be able to do this. Clear that out. Put you there. We'll see how fast they sell. If they really sell, then we'll get more. Oh, look at this. Because this is the highest end wine on this tier. It's got that like little like velvet lining on the inside. Again, just the details, the little touches, really neat. Keeping that one. There we go. Boom. Also different color too from that one. All ready to party? Let's do this. I just wanted to see that. It looks really neat. And like the name of the object too is right there in the center, right in front of you, which is really cool. That's a really nice touch. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of a lot of aspects of this game, honestly. Okay. All right, let's get going. Yep, everyone's out here. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure no one's stuck or anything weird. Okay, anything else? Anything else I want to test out or anything like that? Let's see. Bars, tables, chairs, beer garden bench. That'll come in handy for the second location. Because there is an outdoor patio. Medieval chandelier. Medieval torch. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? For aesthetic, I'm going to try this. I'm going to put this over the pool table. There is a pool table lamp, but unfortunately when you try to put the lamp on the ceiling, it doesn't do a flush 90. So, it, you know, whether it's left to right or front to back, back to front kind of thing, you can't get it perfect. It's always at a weird angle. But you can't move the... Like, you can't scooch the pool table to be at the same angle, so it just ends up kind of coming out weird. So I want to try this and see if that is at least something. Okay, I think we're good. Actually, you know what would be cool is if we could paint the doors, or even change the doors out, especially this one. Make it on top. So we're center. A little bit over. Isn't as low as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, you know what? I thought it was going to be a little bit lower. I'm just going to sell it. How are we doing? Good. Good. Heineken. Move our Lennisburg there. Backup Costers. That there. Alright, cool. I think we're looking good. We'll probably eventually need another Cools, maybe. Should probably grab another vodka. Oh, wow. We are actually really going through that Shouting Seagull. Less than half on the first bottle there. No one's touched the Moet? Oh, no, they are. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, no, they're going through that pretty quick, too. Well, awesome. Okay. Trying to figure out what we need and what are just bottles that people already have. So rum. Wow, did we already go through that Shouting Seagull? Holy crud. Okay. Nice. I'll take it, because that's not cheap. Oh, no. Almost, though. Let's go through. Wine. These are fine. This should still be fine. Let's do that. Let's do that. Spirits. Let's go for another rum. Can't remember if we need another vodka or not. Rum, tequila, schnapps, eventually. Vodka, I don't know, because someone has it right now. Let's just go for another vodka. That way we have it. Oop, wrong menu. Oh. There's a good reason why I'm not finding vodka under chairs and tables. Cool. Loving it. Ooh, $46. All right. Extremely cheap. Holy cow. Hold on. The time we've been waiting for. 500% markup. So extremely. Whoa. Wow. Okay, wait a minute. I'm actually kind of surprised at that. Because usually what it's been like is if people say it's a cheap drink, that means it's usually like 50% under where they would expect. And if they say extremely cheap, that usually means 100%. So either we're getting to a point where some items are just more valuable than others, and the guests are kind of pointing that out to us, or I don't know. That was interesting. Or maybe once you get closer and closer to 500%, 50% is, you know, a huge increase, right? So a 50% toward the beginning in comparison to 50% up toward the end. That's so weird. Yeah, some people are saying some drinks are expensive. Other people are saying it's extremely cheap. Let's see what this person says. Yeah, they seem fine with it. Expensive drink, really? Okay, so maybe some of the beers are just too expensive? So maybe let's not mark up the beers. But we could potentially get away with maybe the hard liquor. Okay, let's try that. I know I upped Chateau, but yeah, whatever. Not like we have it. Are you good? Nope, you done? All right, have a good one. All right, so we'll keep an eye on spirit drinks, spirit orders, and just see what they say. Because, yeah, extremely expensive. All of a sudden, we were getting hit with a negative 20 rep. I was like, oh, geez. Get backup costers. Yeah, people are really going through Cerrone draft now, which is great to see. Because that's really good money. Aye. Okay, so schnapps. We only have half a bottle left of that. Gin, tequila, we only have a half a bottle as well. Schnapps, tequila, let's do it. Let's get it. Schnapps, tequila. Because as we level up, demands for drinks will go up as well, ideally. So we just want to make sure we are all set. You know what? I'm keeping this, just like the other one. Because, yes, look at that. Can we put out more Dub, Beineken, or Lennisburg? Not really worth. Okay. Thank you, sir. Perfect. Let him finish, and then we'll close up and take on another day. There we are. Hey, how much of that wine do we have? Do we only have a bottle of it? No, we have two. Okay. All right. Wow, we earned 801 rep, 45 customers. Initially, we were getting 13. That is wild. From 13 to 45. Not even going to wait for the staff. We'll do it live. Forget it. Let's go. Hey, you can have 200 selections, 200 songs on your playlist here. That's wild. You know why, though? Because someone actually had over 200, and I think it, like, crashed their game or something. No one thought, you know, like, the devs didn't think that anyone was going to go over, I don't know, probably even 100 songs, right? They had, like, 200 songs. So they were like, okay, well, so we need to extend how many songs we can have. Duly noted. Thank you, players. Okay, so I didn't change the price of wine or beer. They should only be complaining about hard liquor if they do complain. Yeah, so wine is fine. Wine is divine at 400%. 400% markup, that's still insane. Boy, people are really liking their wine all of a sudden. Okay. Okay, yeah, so far, It seems like wine and beer at 400 is good, and hard liquor at 450, 450% markup is good. It's at a sweet spot right there. At least from what I'm seeing thus far. Because these folks are not complaining. Then again, they're drinking like their life is filled with complaints. Okay, Cerrone, Beineken, Lenningsberg, Coster, Strella. Okay. I will say, the markup can be absolutely insane for drinks at a bar, but what I find interesting, though, is that whenever I ran my digital media company when I was in Boston, one of the markets we were looking to potentially reach out to and, try to service was the restaurant industry. Because there are so many restaurants, so many bars, there's so much competition. How do you stand out? Oh, expensive drink. Okay, so alcohol at 400 maybe. Kind of surprised because people were saying cheap drinks, so I'm not sure what was going on. Unless stuff wasn't all marked up at 400% maybe. That might have been it. But we were thinking about reaching out to restaurants and bars and stuff like that. Especially because there were so many bars and restaurants that had websites that were dated, super dated. Like it felt like they were on Angel Fire or something like that, or GeoCities. And so many of them didn't have videos, or they just had one video from like 5 years ago, stuff like that. And so we're like, well, let's make you more competitive. Let's make you stand out. But the problem is that they have such high overhead when you think about it. Their employees, all the different staff that they have to have, especially if they're like a bar and a grill or something like that, where they have a restaurant, a full-fledged restaurant attached to it. And you have to think about your inventory. You have to think about the amount of electricity, which is, stuff is constantly running. The water as well, people using restrooms and washing dishes and all that. You have to think about like glassware replacements because things break, whether it's from the staff or from the people. You have to pay for all kinds of insurance. You have to also get certain licensing, which all costs. And then on top of that, you have inspections. And you have to pass those inspections, right? Which is a good thing. I'm not complaining, but that's all stuff that takes time, that takes resources. So I can totally understand now why it can be so expensive sometimes. Not even to think about the actual rent. Rent for a place like this, where we're clearly in a fairly busy city, the rent here would be insane. So it's like you can look at a successful bar and go, well, wow, I mean, they're loaded with people all the time, and they should have a ton of money. They should be able to afford certain things, right? Certain amenities and upgrades and what have you, repairs, but so much of their money gets sucked up by everything that's required to maintain it. All the systems and stuff, like the POS systems and all. If I was an accountant, which I never would be, props to those folks, I couldn't do it. But to be an accountant in the restaurant industry has got to be insane. Just the amount of numbers that you're crunching and going through. The amount of bills as an owner that you're seeing. All right, so we're at the end of the night. No new people will come in, but there might still be people that order more drinks, so that's totally fine. Check on our stock again. I love that the cleaner will actually take out the kegs, which is awesome. It would be nice if we could actually recycle them, because that's what you would do in real life, is you would recycle them, get a little bit. I think you'd get a little bit of money back, maybe. Okay, so we're gonna need more castles soon. Everything else is actually pretty good. More noir. Okay, so let's see. Noir and castle. Noir. And for wine, we want castle. Nice, so we were at over $700. Looking good. Halfway through 28. Getting so close to 29. We're actually using some stock shelving, which is fantastic. Wow, he's coming back for more? You're trying to get that gold star certificate, aren't you? Aren't you? Yeah, I can see it. I might just add you on the wall. I might just do it. I'm very tempted. Look at you go. Usually you hate these people. You know, like, as a person who works here who just wants to go home because they know that they have to stay late to clean up after everyone and get everything done. You're exhausted. You've been talking all night. You've been running around all night. So to have someone stay past close, you're just like, oh. And that is a thing with many bars and restaurants. They do have a rule where if people come in even like 5 to 10 minutes before close, you have to serve them and give them everything. Even when you're closed up, you know, they get food, they get drinks, they get everything. But no one, like, no additional orders, no extra people after that. So it's always weird, too, because you're, like, rolling silverware or wiping down the countertops and, you know, you've got people just staring at you while they eat. And you're just like, okay. Boom, let's go. All right, let's do one more here. Let's see if we can get to bar level 29. Not even gonna wait for the staff. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. We're gonna need more Cerrone. Holy cow. All the thirsty people. Beineken. One Lennisburg. One Strella. 2 Costers. Okay. I mean, with our money, we could just completely fill up all mega fridges with all the beers. We could start to try to fill up more of the spirits. If you really wanted to be overachievers, but I don't think we need to spend all that. At least not yet. Dublights, Lennisburg, Pools, Costers, Surrounding Forgetty. Rum has 2 bottles gin. See where the gin's at. Okay, so we're down to just the 1 bottle. Okay, keep that in mind. Exact drink. So no one's complaining, but also no one's saying, oh, this is super cheap. Which is sad. It's so exciting when you go, oh, super cheap. Oh, I could charge more. Because consumerism. The place is constantly staying clean with 2 cleaners. The place has plenty of seating, more than enough. And we definitely fill up the liquor sort of booths here if you want, or little liquor stools. We could even potentially add on another straight bar here and add 2 more bar stools. Let me see, how much are we charging for hard liquor? Oh my goodness, $1,000 for Chateau? Not that we have it right now, but still, that's... Oh. Wow. Okay, so spirits are at the bottom here. Tequila, $111. For a shot. Not even for like a special drink, just straight tequila in a shot glass. $100. Wow. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. I'm gonna buy, because all I'm seeing is dollar signs. So let's go with that. Let's go with that. And who knows, we might not even fill it. But it's worth a shot. Okay, so how are we doing? Foster's. I'm doing okay. So need to keep an eye on Costers. Ooh, Shouting Seagull. Okay, we need more of that. Here, let's do Costers. Then wine. Shouting Seagull. I so want to open up a wine company now and just call it Shouting Seagull. Such a great name. I don't know why, it just is. Because it's so on point. Like, seagulls do constantly shout. If you ever go to the beach, constantly. Right? If you're ever like at a pier and there's a lot of people with a lot of food and stuff, oh man, they don't stop. Oh yeah, look at this. Yeah. The more bar stools we have, the more opportunity for people to come sit here to get alcohol. And because they don't have to keep getting up and back and forth and stuff, there's a higher potential, potentially, you would think, for them to just keep ordering. Please don't drive home. Walk. Excuse you. Uber. If you try driving, I will find you, I will drop kick you into another plane of existence. Do you understand me? Well, just this one... No, not just this one time. Shut your mouth. Y'all are getting like Angie sim mind here. Oh, man. By the way, for folks that don't know, the channel name is Simulated Mind, but I go by Mind Mine, which is actually the name of my other channel, which does ARPGs, RPGs, horror games, especially horror games. I haven't actually posted on that account, though, since I started this channel. I've just been having so much fun with sim games. Even though I love ARPGs and RPGs, and I love roguelites, I love horror games. I've been addicted and just kept going with it, so. Eventually, I will probably start up some videos here and there, maybe take away a video from this channel and start putting up a video or two a week on the other one. But yeah, that one is mined mine. This one's simulated mined because I mine who plays sim games. Okay, are we gonna need? No. We're still looking okay there. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Our level 29, if we went for another day, we'd probably get 30. Probably, the way we're going. We have over $8,000 right now. Though, not all of that is from today. We did carry some money over. But yeah, not too shabby. And I would say, by the way, that if you're eyeballing this game, definitely get it. It really will help support the devs. Even though this game is in 1.0, the devs would really, really, really like to continue working on this game and adding more stuff and doing more quality of life updates and stuff like that. And so I know it would mean the world to them to have that support from the players. I'm actually curious on how well a supporter pack would do. Like, yes, you have to pay for the game, but then do like a supporter pack where you could get like additional decorations or more customizations for your pub/bar. That could be interesting. Maybe clothing options for your staff. So it's not just the white shirt with black pants, but maybe you can customize it more, have some more fun with it. Because I would totally do that to support the devs. I think they're cool folks. They've been working really hard, been keeping track of all their work in Discord. You know, I think we've all been there too, where we've had something that we're really passionate about and we just really wanted to take hold. And it can be such a climb up such a tremendous steep hill or mountain. And sometimes you just need a few folks to help cheer you on, and that sometimes can be enough to get you over several hurdles, right? So I definitely respect it and understand it, so all about it, because I can really see that they've put the time and effort into this game. Are you all like holding hands and telling stories? It's great. We are family. All right, well, with that, that is the end of this episode. But thank you very much for joining. Thank you for hanging on out. You're just that epic, that amazing. So thank you very much for being awesome. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Take care.